she's like, can I come hang out with you for a while? I'm like, yeah, you don't have to ask me, just show up. And it's been the history ever since. We just really hit it off, and you know, my thing is, one of the things I love about the bird community is it's very inclusive, and we're all there to help and watch for each other, and you automatically build these friendships. And so when she asked me if she could come over and hang out for a little while, I'm like, well, yeah. And I think that night you left at like midnight or something, and you had to fly out the next morning, right?
Yeah, and I missed my flight.
Yeah,
for too much bourbon.
Bourbon was at hand. I have to tell you, the other thing is, Pappy, my blue and gold, has a bit of the hots for Soya, and she's a pretty girl.
I mean, she is a pretty girl. I've been trying to convince her that boys are nothing but trouble. David Grace.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. We were wondering if you made your flight.
Yeah.
No. You were
all
you were
feeling
glazed.
She's like gonna get red.
Well, like my husband and his friend called it too. They were like, so why did you miss your flight? I was like, well.
For me, these trips are absolutely essential to better developing my bird, but also making relationships with other people who have similar interests. Most of my friends at home, they think I'm crazy. Like, I'm the crazy bird lady, right? But when I come out here, I'm no longer the crazy bird lady. And the other thing is that whenever I've been dealing with anxiety or stress, I've been able to really pour into the training that BirdTricks has taught me with my birds, and they have done so well and have gone so far since in just 4 months. So
For me, these trips are. Well, now I had it and now I lost it. For me, these trips are all about making friends and enjoying company. Because again, crazy bird lady, like nobody has birds up in Connecticut.
I feel you.
No, there's nobody to free fly with, so I'm very jealous that she has a good group with good spots without trees.
I swear they were staying together in our RV, and her husband is back home, my husband is back home, And I think people must think we have like 20 people in our RV because most nights we're laughing, and there's another person in our RV too, which is awesome. So we've had a great time.
So we graduated in 2019. My initial plan was to go on the 2020 free flight trip, but I kind of chickened out with flying with her in Delta Cargo. I burned myself out bad because August I worked 7 days a week, like within 2 to 3 weeks, like without taking any sort of break. So when I saw that little bit of a break in my schedule, I was like, I have to go.
But she's such a great flyer. You've done a great job with her.
Oh! Yay! No! Stay up! Stay up! Stay up! No! Good job, Alex.
My birds have absolutely progressed since graduation to the point that they're doing so well. I'm so proud of them. Their conditioning is awesome, and especially from coming where, you know, Pappy was clipped and then imped and then everything. So, you know, that bond has been fantastic. What I attribute it to, though, is really BirdTricks training, that we laid the foundation. Like, if I go to any group meeting or whatever with my birds are some of the best trained ones there. They always come up, they come back to me, they don't tree up, things like that. Also getting them out and really continuing that maintenance. Like, if you graduate and you don't take your bird back out, there's going to be problems. When you come to the next flight trip, you're going to have some challenges, and it's going to be frustrating for both you and the bird. So for me, I try to fly at least 3 times a week and sometimes 5 times a week, even for an hour. And people are like, how do you do that? Well, you time block and prioritize. And then I also bug the crap out of Dave, because that's what I do. One thing that I found also that helped my birds progress is when we were flying at home locally, we flew with other people that their birds were more advanced. And so from that, my birds have learned how to fly in flock formation and how to, you know, contest wind and things like that, which made a huge difference on what they could do.
Well, and I think it has really helped Soya flying with both of her blue and golds, figuring out, watching them see how they handle the wind and see how they come in for landings, because I've seen her start to imitate them with the slide in stop.
Yeah, she did that perfect today.
And and it's cool to see her feel confident enough. I think some of the reason why she was flying so high is because she was trying to avoid the chaos, and so now she's more willing to join in and join in with Pappy and Titan and the others.
I have to tell this quick story because it was so funny today. We're flying, everybody, you know, lots of miles on the birds, and everybody's like, yeah, I think we're done. Okay, we're walking down. So Soya and Alex were down at the bottom, and next thing you know, Soya comes flying up by Pappy, and then it was later, see ya. And he just kept flying and flying and flying. He was like, oh, cute girl, this guy. Well, he is single and ready to mingle, just saying.
Well, I don't know. I think a Jinx Soya hybrid would be cute.
I'm not your human. Don't fall off backwards. Rachel, do your job! Soya's like, if I come back down here, wave to her, Alex, let her know where you are. She finally got down, but longest flight ever. She's getting it. She's getting it. Oh! Yay! No!
As we were coming down off the sand dunes, Soya doesn't seem to like the look of the moving sand, so she'll typically like leave me and wait for me to get to the bottom, and then we'll come back. I think she was just worn out, so she had accidentally landed on Dave, and thankfully Dave was there to be like a quick 5-second pause. And then I was able to call her off Dave, and she just does these amazing descents.
She does.
And it's just from BirdTricks training, and then working on recalling out of tight situations where she has to, at home it's like she has to come down, we can't go get her. So
No, I totally agree. And I think on these trips too, we hold each other accountable, because it's like you guys can't be everywhere all the time. So if it's like, hey, you know, don't treat the other person's bird, don't, you know, all this stuff, you know, are they getting the 12 hours of sleep? Is the diet right? You know, we talk about that all the time. What I've learned on this trip is, you know, not to baby your bird, but not to push it past its own abilities, you know. So I think that that's really important, and because sometimes in free flying, ego gets into it. Oh, my bird flies better than yours, or whatever. And that's the thing I love about the BirdTricks free flight course, and the people who go through it, is that it doesn't seem to have that ego there, when I've been with other people that definitely have that. So that's been a huge thing. And what I learned about myself is that, you know, we're greater together than we are by ourselves. And that's the same with flying birds. I fly one single bird and they don't want to fly. I get two, they get four, it's perfect.
what I learned about myself is it's okay to push her past her comfort zone just a little bit within, because she is such a strong flyer. Sometimes I think I hold her back, and so it's okay to push a little bit within, but do it safely and still listen, and still obviously like
Read the signs.
Read the signs. So
And having the crazy friend beside you, like, are you ready to go?
yes, that helps too.
That's me. And that day we drove home together in the truck, and I'm like, dude, you are way too holding back your burden, and I'm the opposite. I'm like, oh, here you go, you know. So yeah, so you've really done great with her and pushing to the right level, I think, you know, and watching her. I love her so much. I have to tell you, like, isn't she the coolest? And this is sober.
No, what I love about this is sober.
Okay. Ready? Are you ready, Rach? Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go! So out of my 4, my galah is probably the most like me. She's crazy party girl, and she will come only when she wants to, on her terms, and she has ADHD, so there you go. Is Soya like you?
Soya is like me. She can be deceptively quiet, But then it's when you get in alone, or like I have the video, and actually I should probably send that to you. But like in the car, when as we were driving out to the location, here she was like head bopping like a white cockatoo on my shoulder.
And she makes you
She's
laugh
an awesome girl.
unexpectedly, and that is exactly what Alex says. Because sometimes it's just quiet, and all of a sudden she'll say something. I'm like, what? You have to be really aware. I think that's probably the best thing about flying birds. I have to be focused, and I can't be like looking at my phone or doing anything. So I really recommend it for ADHD people. So
I think that's where you should end it.
yeah. I could go on and on.
And that's it.
That was